Some of our favorite congressmen are ready to get Gary Gensler fired. In 2024, we have ARK Invest dumping Bitcoin shares and Trump dumping Ethereum all on our heads right before a key moment in a spot Bitcoin ETF announcement comes around the corner. All this and more on today's Blockchain Basement. We are the bread and butter of all the information that's been swimming across the internet for crypto news.
If you're gonna screw me, at least pull my hair.
Hell yeah. What you got?
They could start chopping off fingers. They're like, give me your seed phrase, but I don't know it.
Over 2 years, he's made like 17K on Roblox. And he's
What?
Like 12.
You never listen to me, and we must be married. Yeah, well, how much are you investing? $100.
$400,000 to $600,000. The generational signals are now. Now.
Your spread so thin, that's how you get in on Snake. Snake's been my biggest winner.
I'll see you later, Owen. Owen just leaves right as the show begins, unmitigated.
You're out of here.
Oh, there's Trump. Oh no, that's Biden, right?
Wow,
It's hard to
Freudian.
see. I mean, you know, they're both kind of end of the century there for him. Welcome all to the Blockchain Basement. DoD Slave, Gata Life, Manawalk, Fade and Tradfi, Vegan GP, Green Day Prophets, Nicole Minnesota, of course, Meanless, all the wonderfuls, Manawalk, Miss Tia made it. Hey, what's up? But welcome all to the Blockchain Basement. It's was it Thursday today? I am lamenting over the fact that I am getting old and I turned the wrong way, or I walked the wrong way yesterday at some point in the day, and absolutely jacked my knee up for no good reason at all.
The good reason is you've been wearing one pair of shoes for the past 3 years and changed your shoes.
Okay. Well, okay. I liked the shoes. They're 511 boots. They're really, really good. Okay. I really love 511 boots. Was recommended to get some Under Armours though, so I'm trying them out. They're
Aren't
very
you
sticky.
6'3"?
I'm 6'6", but
6'6", so 5'11" ain't gonna work for you.
No, I guess you're right. Damn, that was good. Pretty good. But I guess my toes and like the angle of my ankles have been jacked up, and I actually have shoes that correct it now, but the kind of the shock of things being fixed has got my knee a little bit jacked up for the moment. Hey, there's Owen showing back up. And also, you know, I got these things. I'm like 35, but I already got these white hairs coming in there. I just, you know, it's concerning. You know, my time is finite here on the earth. So, you know, hopefully I make some big gains for my family to leave behind. And we've had some good movement in the markets recently. You know, we had
Are you new at chairs?
yeah, Owen just slammed into his desk.
Chaos.
Yeah. Shout out.
Look at
shout
his
out.
chaos.
Look at him.
He's like,
Come on, man.
He's accident.
knocking into things.
Princess
Has control.
Diver's got cookies and beer.
You monster.
I love
my
it.
God.
All right.
Hey, he's got the knee pads though. Go to work, son.
Dude, you know,
So you got the knee pads though.
I have a robotic knee.
God.
Yeah. All right. Is it
Is
broken?
it stuck?
Is it-
We're just doing the show from this angle.
Oh no. Okay.
There it is. That's fun. You know, we have a good amount of news. We had a lot of worries about Trump dumping his Ethereum. Honestly, makes sense. It's gone up. He's going to take his profits. You know, and don't feel bad taking profits, man. We had a pretty amazing explosion in the price of Bonk recently.
Oh, I thought you were saying the pipeline.
Well, no, there was two pipelines that were amazing explosions. Was it the Nord Stream? Right,
was the
they
first
found
one?
some Navy boots right outside of it, and everything got real quiet about who did that ever since it came out. Man, you're trying to get me banned within the first
Was there another one recently?
there's gonna be no,
never not gonna be
You know,
one.
we're talking about the Nord Stream pipeline. The explosion on it was blamed on the Russians, but actually there's a lot of questions because they found like a NATO boot, and a couple people saw Apache helicopters there, so.
That's a false foot.
Yeah, it's a false foot.
Very
That's what you call that.
interesting.
But we've had a lot of people in chat asking about Bonk's price action. You guys, like, this is brutality. What's going on with this thing?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, this is rough, man.
It's a new coin. A 50%
Listen.
drawback isn't the worst. I mean,
but it's a meme
No,
coin.
listen.
Like, sometimes these things just die this
You mean
way.
NAR?
Yeah.
NAR.
That's Australian
Nar.
for no.
You mean Australian?
We had you had time to accumulate bonk or buy bonk, not accumulate, but buy bonk before it blew up. So you had time to make your money, and then you had time to take your profits. But now, when all of those Solana phones that are like still being shipped or they're waiting,
Oh my God, I'm
awaiting
glad.
shipment,
I'm so glad you
once
bought that.
everybody gets that, they're gonna dump bonk like immediately, so it's gonna go down more.
Yeah.
Get in, get out on the shit coins. If you don't sell green, when do you sell?
Well, you have just an absolutely lovely point there, and a great segue. Great segue. Check out this. You got bonked. Here's the price chart comparing when the Solana phone came out, and that's at the top right there, guys. So, it came preloaded with bonk, but we'll see if the bonk is worth anything. I know a lot of people have bought.
how many phones were sold?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they had high sales numbers. We should find that out.
But is it high like 10,000 or is it 200,000?
Oh
Is
God,
it 227,000.6?
we should find out
I'm
the
trying
exact
to find
number.
it.
You're gonna find it.
I'm
Look at
looking.
this. We're a team. But yeah, that's what happened there. This is something else interesting to note. Frank trades NFTs like I do. This is calling out Frank DeGods on DeGods minting on Solana, and then DeGods leaving Solana at like $8 a Solana token, and then the DeGods went back on Solana on this major surge. Pretty reminiscent of the fever that I saw overtake people
So they
on the
bought the
weekend.
top, sold the bottom. I'm sorry.
They minted
Bought-
the top.
They minted the top.
Yes. So
Yes.
they bought the top, sold the bottom. They're buying the top again. Sick.
I don't think they actually want to bridge back. I think it's a joke.
You don't think they do?
Yeah, I think they're just making fun of them. I mean, I haven't been paying very close attention, but
Neither have they.
I don't think they're very serious about bridging back to Solana. I was in a space last night. Bunny was a host of this space, and that's all the like NFT kids, NFT Twitter. But they were talking about how much shit Frank gets, and like
He gets drugged.
I do
man.
not think he deserves it. I think he's like a good
gets
leader,
drugged.
and he's a good visionary, and has done things that he means well, and like he's working on it.
Well, a lot of NFT people
but
are
they
getting
were
drugged.
saying in that space, if you want your NFT to do well, if you want your community to be happy, like you have to exert positivity. Like don't kick your leader. Like support them. Like it's a group effort. But anyways,
Yeah.
Shout
Looks
out,
like
Frank.
20,000 sold, I believe, is what the chat is looking up and finding or knows off the top of their head.
So that's
2,500
how
phones.
Solana calculates transactions. That's probably 2,000 phones.
Yeah, 2,500 phones, but says something about wanted, or maybe they wanted to be able to purchase 25,000 of them. So interesting thing to watch. Now on Solana, let's take a look at the price. I know we had a lot of fever getting into it. People were, pretty bullish on this thing. I was heavily checked out of crypto, but I couldn't help but short this thing when it was at about $120. I wrote this short down only momentarily. I closed it out right at about 109. So I wrote it for a pretty good profit, but then the downside is just seeming to really
Semen.
is that turned the right way?
No, you just said semen.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm seeming that this thing it has a potential to fall back down to the $80 level, $88 level.
Didn't I say 87 yesterday?
Yes, you're also watching. Yes, and that is really it's a reasonable thing to watch because you had the real chunk of like where it had a chance to resurge before fully falling off the cliff. Pre-bear market was in this level. Kelly, this is where I feel like I should just throw it to you, man. Like we have people feeling extremely bullish on Solana, right? We see all kinds of. I mean, we're going to be looking at some projects, I believe, some Solana airdrops, right? We got people still interested in that ecosystem, but if we have a continued downside movement like this, where do you see Solana catching some support levels?
Man, I don't know. Let me go ahead and pull this up on my
You
phone.
should. This is a question because
I
it's
just
on its
did.
way down
Well,
right
I just
now.
on the BitLab morning stream, I did over an hour of just TA on a bunch of different tokens. I did Sol as well, and Solana. That's not That's not it. It's not
It's not analog.
It's not $40. That's for sure. So looking at this right now, I mean, we have, I think 87, the number you said is actually a pretty good number, but I actually think a more realistic number for it to come down and test is somewhere down in the upper 70s. And if that can't hold, then I can see a retest coming down all the way into the 50s. But bear in mind, when I'm saying this is I think that we have an absolute incredible bull run that's ahead of us. And with that being said, any downside price action that happens from here, don't be upset if somebody says that that's a possibility. Look at that area as an opportunity for you to get more buys in, stack in some orders, and maybe those never get hit. And that means the market's going up. So either way, you win. If it drops and you're prepared, you win. If it goes up and your bags are already packed, you win. So be okay with either direction. Now, I think things are relatively bullish in the market right now. So barring any sort of large, sell off from some bad news story or something that happens with Bitcoin or with, broader regulation in the US or globally, I don't see a big pullback coming in this immediate range. But I am looking at that somewhere between $50 and $77 range is stacking a couple different buy entries.
So you're kind of feeling comfy in the 50 to 70 range, essentially?
Yeah, 50 if we get a bigger market pullback.
Yeah.
70, 75, 78 would be probably a good range, actually. Expect more likely.
Okay. Well, I'm going to scare you, Owen, in a moment with Avalanche. But let's look a little bit more on Solana. I'm gonna flood our own bags, bro. It's only right. Solana, this is from Duo9. Solana crashed back into the 2 digits. The push above $100 is turned into a bull trap by his account. As long as the uptrend remains intact, there is indeed hope still. And that's kind of what I just wanted to look at here. And this can be looked at a few different ways. I mean, this can be just very temporary, and we could easily punch back down here. But he's essentially saying that if it keeps the bottom end trend line that it created on the upswing, that we have good potential. He's talking about this move, basically just, calling out. And if you draw the line flat out, about $90. So that's where his line in the sand is in the short term for being able to hold this bullish trend that Solana's had. Now for AVAX. Okay, we got to look at AVAX. It was a hot and heavy mover. It's one that we were happy with, obviously, because it was $10. But now look at Owen, it's $39. Oh my god!
I think. Oh.
Yeah, you noticed a little bit, huh? You did.
So you're still up nearly 4x from your $10 entry.
Still up 4x.
Still up.
Yep, still well up. But we're just trying to harvest the best entry points here. This one, these are kind of the levels I'm watching here. This $35 range. Now this is where I do expect we'll have some strength. Right below that's the $30 shell for about $32. And then a quick ride down to 26. So fun stuff. If you look at the historical, a lot of buying action and pressure. I'll move my face out of the way so they can see this stuff here. This front end shelf that it created before the dip and then the rip is also in my mind at play for long-term kind of support levels / resistance, what have you. It all ranges within the 30 to essentially right about, I think that's $60 where it goes up to. Let's see here. $50 exactly, $48. So it's basically where we're at right now, chopping. Not a horrible situation. If I'm looking at this and, just from the forest to the trees here, I'm calling the monthly move. I mean, that was a great monthly move. And if we can just hold on to this front end level, right at about $35, we're looking pretty. But if we don't hold that level, then I feel excited about being able to buy. And let me know in the chat, what do you think Solana / AVAX, both of them, what is going to be their short-term bottom where they find some support right now?
So what price are we buying, or what price are we getting more burgers?
What price are we getting more burgers at? Ooh, let's decide that right here, live.
Damn, the golden pocket's down at $24. I don't think it's gonna get that low.
Yeah,
but likely. Oh man, the 382 is at 33. I could see a pretty bullish pullback to 33 level.
Yeah, I mean anywhere around $30. I feel like $30 to $35 we'll be eating cheeseburgers again and slamming into this one once again. But that's where we're at with Avalanche. You know what I mean? Not a terrible day. I mean, you have to have a little bit of pullback. Everyone is freaking out. I wonder how my trade on Chainlink is doing. I'm feeling bullish. Hey, we're up by 18%. Nice. Feeling pretty dang bullish on Chainlink. I put out a post about a week ago. Chainlink is getting ready to send because I saw just once again another channel being chopped up here by my favorite crypto. So entered a little bit of scalp long ish. I guess this is not really a scalp long. Looking for my zone right around the 1680 level for just a short little move. But the markets are definitely getting spicy here. We had the news, obviously, Cathie Wood dumping her GBTC position today. I saw they moved into I think it was like bow or something like that. Just a short-term hold, they said, while they're waiting for the ETF approval. And then we have this. I like this from Blockchain Boy. I met him not too long ago. Pretty cool guy. If you think things are euphoric right now in crypto, you're not prepared for what the next 18 months will bring.
I love how they stretch the vertical axis so much.
Yeah.
No, well,
it's get compounded.
It's just it's linear instead of logarithmic, I believe.
Yeah. But it's a nice thing to step back and look at. When we're sitting here freaking out about these 10%, 20% pullbacks and stuff like that. It's all about time frame, man. Like, I see a lot of people that have specific price goals for when they're going to sell. I really kind of caution against that. I think that the strongest thing that we can do is just play the time frame, choose the time frame that you're looking to unload rather than the price level. And in the time frame that I'm targeting is still, I'm going to be a little bit earlier than most targets. A lot of people I see are targeting the end of 2025. I'm actually targeting right around spring of 2025. Get this gut feeling that the market is speeding up just a touch. Just a way to throw people off. I mean, in essence, I still think we're on track for the 4-year halving and then all the process there within. But I do feel like I just have this gut feeling that things are going to be a little bit faster moving to it. So, and then I have this one. This Miss Tia bringing up. I want to check out Maple. I'm holding this one still. I wonder what it's doing. Oh, man, it's not even. I mean, it's trying to. Okay.
It's getting back up.
I don't hate this. It's waking up. This is a great example of taking a haircut, bear market action, but I'm still extremely bullish on this thing. Here's why. You go to this. Look at this. It's the actual on-chain capital market expanding into Circle. It's the lending pool for Circle that's being built in the background. And they actually, didn't over-leverage themselves or go insolvent during the last bull market. So I really liked not only the ethics of them to come out of that situation clean. There's a lot of scrutiny given to crypto lending platforms from all of the chaos that happened with it. Now we see U.S. Treasuries being tokenized on it and a lending pool for Circle. I see bullish signals there. I'm going to hold it. So still feeling good about it. Hasn't sparked the most joy. It sparked the least joy out of all my tokens. But
let me ask you, Drew, let me ask you, out of all the tokens that you have in your portfolio, what token are you most excited about that isn't a top 10?
Chainlink top 10?
It is. Well, maybe not. Let's go to because the answer is Chainlink. Okay, that's the answer. 13. I win.
Yeah.
Number 13. So, but a little bit deeper picks. A DAG. Constellation DAG. Let's see how DAG is doing. I'm still very big on DAG. I don't hold like a ton of this thing at all. But I am very excited to see what the future brings for it. It's actually doing pretty dang good. It's almost at 7 cents. Been on a 100% increase over the month. All right. This is great news, everyone. We're not dead. And the year, only up by 82%. So largely, I mean, relatively to Bitcoin's actually up by like 100% on the year. Pretty crazy. DAG, this, if you're buying right now, even from its very beginning, you're only up by 113%. Look at that perspective. Look what the timing of buying at the right moments during bear markets can do. You know what I mean? You have these massive explosions on. I saw some coins that made no sense. I make absolutely life-changing gains last bull market, and seeing that happen, just a little bit of utility and actual movement on it is really what makes me feel better than anything. Along with the narrative. The narrative matters. I can't discount the narrative. We've seen the power of those crypto communities. I put up a post. I want to ask everyone in the chat. Is Hex and PulseChain going to get an escape pump or not? Huh? What do you guys think? Is Hex or PulseChain going
I think
surge.
it will be exactly that. I think it
think?
will be an escape pump. I think it will be something that's I don't want to call it a false flag, but a bit of a false move that's going to allow people to FOMO in, but that FOMOing in is going to be the X liquidity. The exit liquidity for people in the market that understand how to read charts.
Smash the likes if you wish well on anyone holding that coin and you want them to succeed, man. It's like it's a situation I don't want to wish bad on any token because I know people just like me and you are in it, or there's probably some in the chat that are watching that hold the token. So it's never good to like just wish a project fully dies. And for Hex, man, like I just hope that there is a time frame where this thing can at least recapture, 2 cents. I mean, it is down to a half a penny right now. So this is one of those situations. And, I've always talked against it and, said to stay away. But if you're already in there, I get a lot of people that are already in this thing, waiting for, some sort of relief pump. But it's just like, my God, at a point you just rub your head and be like, I'm sorry, man. Like because I had bought in some tokens that last cycle definitely went to zero, right? I didn't put too much money into them. It was only like, $100, of a project that it was super early or super small. They locked me in the basement. Help. Is that your alternate account, Owen? There's an Owen Allen in the chat saying we have you locked in here. That's not me. You can't tell them that.
Is it Owen or
is it?
Is this like new?
It might be.
That's not me.
Conspiracy?
Y'all remember him?
It's literally Owen.
I remember,
over there.
but I saw that it was your side account there, and I see you on your phone every now and again. So I wonder.
That's not me.
Questions are being asked. But in essence, we do have the potential, the strong potential for that spot Bitcoin ETF coming. With that, a massive surge, and with that massive surge, anything within the crypto realm that's still got the lights on and is being halfway, open or transparent or operational is going to have those types of pumps. Take advantage of them. If you've been in a project that you've seen just really have lackluster action for, maybe multiple cycles, or if you have concerns about a certain product that's well down, take advantages of those escape pumps. That's what I call them. And sometimes you just got to count it as it is, man. I've had to take some major L's last market. We had some good news beyond the spot ETF stuff. We have big oil money getting ready to enter Bitcoin out of Saudi Arabia. And Salafic cleric from the region wrote a fatwa deeming Bitcoin acceptable under Islam. There's a lot of money out there. I know we're huge on Bitcoin and crypto in America and how much money's here, but this is noticeable. I got American Pool Guy. Shout out for the super chat. Afternoon, can you move that thing? Anyone in the basement or the chat have feelings about Casper and the upcoming bull market and HBAR? I like both of those projects. Now, the whole idea of redoing the plumbing of the entire financial system is not going to happen. You have banks that literally start wars and level entire nations to retain control. So a software is not going to change that process. But HBAR, Casper, all these other ones are going to probably find little spots within money transfer ecosystems, maybe in smaller nations or in test sections, where their CBDCs are being rolled out, and they will find, use case in that regard. But redoing the entire plumbing system, let's just get that off the table here. We realize that they will literally turn this place into an ice skating rink before they let that happen. But we have Casper. Let's take a look at it. Casper is well cooked into World Elite meetings. This thing is all over Davos. Okay. They were at Davos' last meeting with a pretty big presence, I saw. Here's the year. Man, let's see here. Oh my God. This is what gets people worried. And it looks the same as ICP. This looks the same as ICP. I don't think we ever found out. Let us know in the chat if these were this first initial dump was leveraged, short positions in a synthetic manner like we saw with ICP, because that would explain a lot of this graph. But in essence, Casper, I would not be surprised to see this thing trading at $1 at the peak of the next bull market. It's got legs.
I've never followed Casper much.
Yeah.
So for those of us out there that are dum-dums on Casper, give us a brief rundown.
For the main thing is it's trying to lock itself into the ISO 20022 narrative, right? Where the redoing of the financial plumbing but it's launched in 2021, and it's a proof of stake blockchain built on the CBC specification. Their own proprietary stuff, all the buzzwords. Let's see here. I can't remember what. Let's go to the website. Let's just do some redigging at this, because this one keeps being brung up to me. Hasn't had the most exciting graph, is why I don't get horribly about it. Let's see here. Future-proof blockchain enabling long-term solutions for real-world challenges. See, when I read all these buzzwords, I start puking inside. And autisms get triggered. Let's see here.
Your boy's got a touch of the tism.
No, well, you know what? I mean, it's okay too, but god dang, man. There's no real big specific thing that they're changing. That's where I have a hard time with this project. I really... I know a lot of people that follow the show are in it, but I haven't had anything really stick out to me as far as its integration.
Oh, we got it. Truck Dano nailed it. It's a white ghost that floats around.
Oh my God. Thank you, Truck Dano.
Thank you. Now we know.
I mean, I'm trying to dig for the stuff that'll really has the potential to make it pop here. I'm just reading cursory.
Wouldn't it be I thought it was the hood ghost.
The hood ghost?
Caspa.
Yo.
Yeah. I mean, it's just another blockchain.
Yo, let me get some of that mass.
They're going off the be faster, smarter stuff.
All about that corporeal manifestation. I'll be quiet again for a while.
This is really kind of concerning me. Going through their entire website, there's let's go check on their Twitter here. We're doing a proof of life test here. I'm going to go to Casper. Doing this on that movie, by the way. Always dangerous.
Proof of life
here. Yeah, check on the trade. No, we're still holding. Let's see. All right.
And your other persona on here is really getting frisky.
Let's see here. I mean, not many likes on these recent posts. I mean, they're getting a few hundred likes. For an account that has 187,000 followers, I would hope to see a little bit more action. I mean, I can say they're active, but man, I'm still not sold on it. I will say that. The thing that made me go head over heels with Chainlink, there's a few reasons, but primarily the CCIP being accepted into SWIFT, right, in the Central Bank of Australia and New Zealand. This Casper, I don't see any tangible application for it. I see roadmaps, kind of similar buzzwords that they're using. So if there's nothing like that sticking out to me, it's got to be the graph that's convincing me in. And really, the graph is not sparking my joy. I know I think the main thing that was really concerning about it, I remember there was a really good move in price. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so on the year, you're really not looking bad. And this could be a situation chart-wise like ICP. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that we're all going to be changing Casper coins at the gas station in 10 years or anything like that. How movable is the market cap? 536 mil. I'm on a tangent here, but I really have to look at this thing. I get asked about it a lot. And I know I've looked at it before, just haven't pulled the trigger. It's at $500 million market cap. I mean, it'll pump. It'll probably keep the lights on. It'll pump. It's probably, if I were to rank it on how much I need to get it, it's probably 20th, maybe 25th of all cryptos that I need to collect. I kind of go in that order. That'd be 20, mid 20s where I'd be moving into that one. And that's with me basically it turns into a roulette where you got your mainstay bags that you build now and previous to now in the bear market. And as things start to heat up, then you notice what's catching the attention, what's catching all the notoriety, and you position yourself in front of those things. Small allocations, obviously, because they're newer. They're high risk. Casper with Google Cloud. I mean, there's something. I mean, those partnerships with Google Cloud, you could be just using the space on Google Cloud.
Well, somebody Meta with C90 was saying that one of the co-founders of Casper Labs comes from Adobe. So maybe there's a little bit of back end.
I mean, that's good that he comes from a big company.
Bullishness in terms of the market access they have because of the people on the board.
Because then he has some connections. That's a potential, but that's nothing. That's not enough for me. That's not enough to really push me over the edge. What is this? Lloyd Gonzalez. Drew, what was your link entry? I originally bought Link at $2.50, and then I did it again at $5.90, but much more at $5.90. Last cycle, the last bear market we were in, Chainlink was trading around $1 to $2.50 before it really, really exploded. And at that time frame, Chainlink, in my mind, was as validated as Casper is right now. As I'm seeing nothing like horribly tangible. Yeah, great. It's an oracle. Data is needed for crypto. I get it. Okay. But as I, watch over the years and all of the different integrations that Chainlink's done and all of these different things being built, I had more confidence in Chainlink this time around. So when I saw that price drop below $6, I backed the truck up, you know what I mean? And added on to that original, I think my average entry points around like $4.50 on Chainlink. And we're not too far away from that right now. I was watching the price action. What are we at? Like $16. I am looking to see Chainlink actually move on up to the $20 range right now. Trade's still doing good. God dang. But I guess that's a good thing to remind myself of is last market. I looked at Chainlink as a small, risky play, right? And then it exploded to $50, right? And that high risk had high reward. And so I see it come back down along with the rest of the market. And honestly, it was trapped in this channel that got people, even previous Link Marines, questioning their sanity. But it felt better than, all the XRP army that literally are on this downward slope on their higher highs. Their lower highs is what they're experiencing. If you look at it from a 10-year perspective. And that's what made me feel better about not only the graph, but the real use case of Chainlink. So there you go. There's my little rant. I guess it's good that I think back to that because Casper could, exist through this market, capture that 100, maybe $50 billion market cap and absolutely explode. That is a potential. But more than likely, if it's really building something tangible with staying power, it's going to take a few cycles to really be that next big thing. So that's that. Caspa is the other one that I keep getting yelled at about. My God. You know what I mean? It's still going down 10 cents. Kelly, think we're going to get this here 8-cent level? What you think?
Go to the 7-day.
Here we go.
Or maybe 1 month.
All right.
Or to see.
Let's do it. I know you got a bunch of cameras.
I have to look through like 42 cameras.
It's on a downslope. It's got basically a level. It's trying to build right here. It's got the lower low here and a higher low here.
It looks like it's forming a little bit of a symmetrical triangle, which some people will call that a bear flag, but it's not because the consolidation area on that bottom level is almost as wide as the flagpole is long, but there's bearish price coming into that, so it could go either direction. I know people hate to hear that, but I would lean towards the trend is down on that time period, so it's looking like it's wanting to test lower.
Well, and if we see Solana, and some of the other ones that have absolutely hammered recently continue to fall and shave off a little bit of haircut, like let's say Avalanche and Solana continue to fall, and we see a $30 Avalanche and an $80 Solana, don't be surprised by 7 or 8 cent Caspa. But again, retrospect, memory lane, me and DZ were sitting there being like, oh, we're going to get it at 5 cents or 4 cents. And it never came, man. That was the famous last words, waiting for a pullback. Unbelievable. So it's nice to see this breadth in the market. Honestly, you guys, like, it's refreshing because I was starting to get worried, not only one, that we were getting overheated, but that a lot of the overall structure of the 4-year cycle was at large being questioned there. And we definitely did have a moment where I showed the graph, I think about 2 weeks ago, where this massive surge in Bitcoin price actually has come earlier than it ever has in our 4-year cycle. Free Owen, unbelievable. They're out there hashtagging free Owen.
Oh my God. Yeah. Owen's going to get freed before Julian Assange. This is,
dude, I have worries that like Julian Assange isn't even alive, dude. Like, do you think he's the guy that they have?
I am not commenting because I want to stay not unalive.
Living?
Everyone goes sometime, BJ. Come on.
Aww.
Unbelievable.
Believe in this corporeal form, peasant.
Do they know that Owen is not you, Owen?
Yeah.
I think it is Owen.
That
I
is
think
Owen.
that is.
Yeah,
Owen.
it might be
He's
him.
been around for a while. It's not me.
But I've been watching him. He's not texting anything, and it's He's not writing anything.
Yeah, they're called macros.
Yeah.
On time delays.
Yeah, exactly. He could
Oh
be
my
doing
God,
timed
yeah.
posts. This we brought up a
Not
few weeks
true.
ago, but totally infuriating. The FTX bankruptcy proceedings aim to value customer claims based on the November 11th, 2022 Bitcoin rate of $16,000 a coin. That hurts.
That's some fuckery.
That is
The real
heinous right there. You see, with this obvious, it was a real fraud that Sam was doing. But then you see the government comes in like, hey, we're going to clean up this mess and we're going to make sure to rug the people that got victimized even harder.
See, that's such bullshit because it's like
incredible.
I mean, the market is fluid. And if
Right.
they're still holding it and they haven't had any malfeasance with how it's supposed to be custodied in the meantime until decisions are made,
Right.
then there's no reason they should use a date from before unless they're trying to get rich off somebody else's money.
Exactly. They still hold it.
They're
That's
making
the
a
thing. They're
scam out of a scam.
Yeah, they still hold it, and they're giving you like, it's like a dime to the dollar, or like a quarter to the dollar of what the worth is now. If they would just release the crypto, but now it's locked in this bureaucratic red tape nightmare, and the little guy, the people that actually got scammed, are getting hosed, and they're going to be getting the value of their crypto when Bitcoin was at 16K. Totally disgusting. This really sucks. Now, the big squeeze of the day. We have this, someone mentioned in the chat, I wanted to make note of this. India's Financial Intelligence Unit is issuing compliance notices to many offshore exchanges, including Binance and Kraken. A little bit of cracking down from India coming down the pike. Interesting to see because India is one of the fastest growing crypto hubs of interest on the world. And then the U.S. Congressman Tom Emmer co-signs a bill to fire Gary Gensler. It's going down. This guy's a G. I mean, absolute G. I really hope that Tom Emmer has a long. I mean, you don't want to. He probably shouldn't stay as long as what was it? Who was that lady? Feinstein?
Yeah.
She was like 90 or something, like 95. That was awkward. That almost feels like elder
was it
abuse.
Strong or Strom Thurman?
Strum Thurman?
The guy with like the longest record for the filibuster of like multiple days.
Oh, that guy was sick. That takes fortitude. That takes fortitude. I remember that. Now, Tom Emmer, is he going to be able to succeed in this to fire Gary Gensler? He might have enough wheels to succeed on this, but it's going to take vocal support from both sides of Congress right now. He's in there with Warren Davidson and pushing to actually do an overhaul on the FCC. In my opinion, if I'm shooting from the hip, they're tired of having to, see American companies be stranglehold by our SEC and these enforcement, regulation by enforcement tactics that are being used. So I can see the aggravation coming from, American lawmakers seeing competitors on the world stage surpassing them in technological advancements and building out their economies. They have to utilize disruptive technologies to basically fix some problems within the macroeconomy. We talk about the problems within the macroeconomy till our ears bleed, and seeing other countries outpace you in getting there first is probably what might help this ban push itself over the edge and actually get moved into an approval level. And again, if we have a red overhaul on the Congress and Senate, then that would also be a driving factor that would push that over the edge as well. Because most of the people that oppose it are on the red side. Obviously, you have a bunch of GOP dinosaurs within that group that need to be replaced as well. But I root for Tom Emmer. I root for Warren Davidson. If you are in their district, reach out to them, show your support, make your voice heard. Now, a short win for gold. Gold hit its highest closing price in history, you guys. This is a win. A slight win, but still a win. We watched the gold spike, and it did not close at that 2150 level. Since fell back down, but it actually was able to close above $2,093. Pretty cool to see, but honestly, if you're sitting there only holding gold and not into crypto or hard iron assets or something else that is an appreciating asset, you're losing out. If you're gold maxi, you're missing the point big time. But your head's in the right place, so I still love you. Now we have this S&P 500 on track for a 9th consecutive green week. Would be the longest winning streak in 20 years if it closes in the green. Interesting to see probably going to take a haircut pretty soon. That's just my gut feeling about it. It's been pretty frothy. We've seen, one of the best performing stocks is actually Bitcoin mining, which is nice to see. And people are noticing that. God, the free Owen hashtag is just taking over the chat. This is unbelievable.
Wait, did we just talk about this? India banning 9 crypto exchanges?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I thought we did.
Yeah, they're clamping down a little bit. It's kind of weird to see. It's America and India.
This America.
Well, no, he's talking about India's going after multiple exchanges.
No,
now.
they just banned 9 crypto exchange URLs.
Yeah.
They just completely banned them.
Yeah, so Binance, Kraken, Huobi, KuCoin, Bittrex, Gate.io, Bitstamp, Bitfinex, and MEXC.
Because of,
That's what I was asking. I know we were talking, but I was like,
Well, I
don't think
thought
we
it was
just-
like more speculative that they're going to crack down. I didn't realize.
Right.
that.
I didn't realize.
They apparently just
Breaking
did it,
news
because of
with
a
BJ.
show clause or something.
like 24 minutes ago.
And wasn't it like yesterday or 2 days ago that I said WorldCoin is no longer available in India?
Yeah. Yep. They are moving against WorldCoin. You said that yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. That's pretty concerning. That sucks, man. There's a lot of people in India that are into crypto. We have a lot of viewers from India too. I think I saw someone in the chat out there. I think he had mentioned it as well. That sucks. That sucks. While we're on macro news, China's defense ministry is urging a regional alert as the U.S. military steps up its forward deployment. We are seeing more and more U.S. troops be sent abroad, and pieces on the chessboard of life are being placed right now in the background as we sit here watching BoobTube. We see the football game going on while China's defense ministry is upping its alert levels, and they're teaching their children how to assemble weapons.
Did you say boob tube?
The BoobTube, yeah.
BoobTube.
Yeah, the BoobTube. I like that word. Let's see here. I don't want to go off on this. Banks are they're effed in March. I'm just gonna leave it there. This Tesla robot attacks an engineer at a company's Texas factory during a violent malfunction, leaving a trail of blood.
So wait, did it attack him or was there a malfunction? I love how these things can be worded.
Let's read on here. A Tesla engineer was attacked by a robot at the Giga Texas factory near Austin. 2 witnesses watched in horror as their fellow employee was attacked by the machine designed to grab and move freshly cast aluminum parts. Robot had pinned the man who was programming software for 2 disabled Tesla robots nearby before sinking its metal claws into the worker's back and arm.
But is the robot basically doing a 10-second thing where it goes here, goes
Yeah,
here,
is it
goes
yeah,
here, and the
malfunction
guy
stuck in it.
walked into it?
Yeah, he might have.
versus
He might
an
have.
attack where
it's like did you?
it's doing something other than its programming without the person walking
look
into
and
it.
the ambiguity in this, it's like
They just reported this in 2021, right? Like it's kind of weird. Filed to the Travis County and federal regulators, which have been reviewed. Let's see here. And it was an open wound on his left hand. So he probably got it stuck accidentally. Because if a robot wants to take you out, man, he's
also,
going to take you out.
why is open wound and open wound? Like this
The
is
quotations.
like one. It's like, oh, I'm gonna quote Drew. Ellipses. I like ellipses. Having sex with ellipses, like where you're like, oh, you piecemealed that together. Okay,
That's kind of weird. It's weird how they didn't report on a 2021 incident until now.
Well, it's the same thing, It's like I retweeted something a while back regarding the fact, like especially with the current presidential administration, how they've really had a lot of pushback against Elon Musk and Tesla, even so far as giving huge praise to GM for their 36 cars they delivered in the same time that Tesla had produced like 300,000.
Or here, let's say you work at Tesla and you're worried about losing your job, and you're like, here, pretend to be the robot for me. Just do this.
Oh, he's going to clamp it.
Ah! They can't take our jobs. Like there's. Again,
That's what
the
maybe
ambiguity of this.
happened.
But
This
again,
was
if
really
you're
weird that
a
it was
very low
2021.
worker and you're worried about losing a job, of course you have that robot hurt you, and then you're like, oh, see, they're not reliable. Also, let me get my workman's comp.
Oh, my
Right,
God.
come on.
Oh,
Come on.
I don't know. Is there like a
seems
video
a lot more
though?
logical.
Like
I didn't see a video released
what
on it,
exactly
no.
happened? Because I'm picturing the robot like beating him
Yeah,
up,
just like clamoring him
like
down
just
and
like being a human, but it's not.
It's only got limited motion, I believe. It's a manufacturing robot.
Well, that's when
so it's
when you hear robot, you assume bipedal
Right.
organism versus
It probably
it's
just like freaked out.
yeah, it's like, oh, this guitar factory uses robots. It's like it's a single actuating arm that goes from point A to point B.
Yeah, I
It's
worked at a
technically
place.
robot.
Lexmark and IBM used a lot of robots in their production line.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, you can get hurt on them, but then you can also, you know, get hurt by cutting a tree down and, you know, having it crush
like
you.
you can get hurt at Six Flags if you don't.
You can get
Work with
hurt
the
talking to
machines.
Stacy's mom after 5 shots of bourbon.
I've never-
It's gonna break your heart.
I've never been to Sex Flags, but yes.
Is that
I've
what I
heard
said?
bad things about the Six Flags out here.
No, they were saying that.
Owen,
in
does that
chat.
concern
It's
you?
Fine.
Is
Is
it
that-
fine?
It's fine.
It's
I've been there
fine?
100 times.
Okay. I want to take my kids there. I want to take my
They
kids
would
there.
love it.
I've been
It's
there. It's
pretty
good.
lame.
They're
It's
watching
fun.
now. It helps.
Six Flags is lame.
There's lines though.
Arkham
You should go to
Intelligence. Wait, what'd you say?
Carowinds, North Carolina.
Carowinds?
Yeah.
Is that a
What
good
about
one?
Carowinds?
Dogwood?
Park Round.
Okay.
Carowinds.
Carowinds. I went to Great Wolf Lodge
Trust.
with the kids. Great Wolf Lodge was really fun for the kids.
That's a water park, though, right?
Yeah, well, no, it's a water park and then a bunch of other stuff like rock climbing walls and really good place for a kid-friendly travel. I didn't want the smell of puke and feces going by as I took my kids out.
Don't
to,
kink shame.
you know? Oh,
Hey, yo.
I'm
I mean,
just
I will
saying.
shame the kink if I'm
And that's
walking
not
out.
Sex Flags. That's,
I will shame the
that's
kink if
Seven
I'm out there with
Flags.
my kids. With my kids, absolutely not happening.
Maybe you
Another
should have
thing-
been there with your children.
Oh well, you know what? Sometimes,
Maybe you shouldn't have had children.
sometimes people like me that
You
are
created
nice
the
and
problem.
calm and relaxed listen to bullshit like that, and eventually it stops. You know,
Nope.
I have
fun.
my children. I love my
You
children.
are over
so-
here creating a situation so
Yes.
you can complain.
Now, I am not. What? They're puking on the floor. That's the reason for the complaints. Have you been to Six Flags in Denver? It smells like a sewer. It smells like a sewer. What do we think about SNX? Look at you. Unbelievable.
Snacks.
SNX. That's not
Synthetics?
Snex. Is that the new
That's
snack?
not.
Let's look at it.
There's no new snack. There is only snack.
Synthetics. Yeah. We like synthetics. Let's see here. Yeah, it's definitely moved. This is one probably going to wake the hell up hardcore. This one and Injective have pretty similar coiling charts here. Look at Injective as well. Or not Injective. It's
Immutable X, IMX.
no. What, Phantom. Phantom looks like this as well. That's it.
But not
This
to be
is it.
confused with Phantom Wallet.
No. This is
It's
an
all PH.
FTM token. This looks very similar to the synthetics price action that I see right now. Honestly, like these, you know, it's at $1.3 billion. It's been around for a while. It doesn't really play poorly into it though, because it's been able to prove a lot. Market cap to price looks pretty reasonable to me. Phantom and synthetics, man, those are definitely. If I would have to rate those on my to get. Probably number 15, maybe 10 to 15. I definitely want them. And I'm up to like 9 different tokens right now. So probably be picking up a few before I started diving into these. But these are on my get list for sure. Let's see here. Donald Trump selling his Ethereum. 3 weeks ago, he started sending Ethereum to Coinbase after months of accumulating Trump NFT royalties. His peak balance was $4 million. Based on the deposits, he's so far sold 1,000 ETH for $2.4 million. And he's probably funding that campaign or legal fees. You know, they're coming at him legally, and he's having to fund a campaign coming up. So I bought a Trump NFT. I'll be open and honest with it. And I don't expect a damn thing.
Did you buy like 10?
Did you make or
No, I bought
you're
one.
down right now on it?
I don't. It doesn't even have a price graph. I don't know if it has a price graph. I'm holding it because it's Trump and Canada Trucker NFT. You know what I mean? I'm
But
holding
this isn't
it.
the one where you get a part of his underwear.
No, I mean the
His
Gooch.
suit.
That's like the platinum edition. You know what I mean? And where all the lines on the pants come together. You know, and they're all layered on top
X
of each other.
marks the twat.
That's right.
That is so crazy.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right.
That was
good
funny.
for him. But it's
That
like
was really
hella people bought that just because they wanted to buy it. They're not expecting to.
No,
like, make
I don't
money.
expect a damn thing out of
So
it.
nobody
play
can
back.
like.
I don't want to
He
fuck
got
a
his bag
one-sided
real
battle.
quick, and he
Jesus.
got, you know.
I'm happy to help him do with his election campaign.
I
Like,
bet Trump loves crypto. Like now,
I bet you it's winning him over a little bit, right? Taking a couple $1 million worth of profits right when you need them. Probably feeling pretty good about that. God, free Owen is still going.
All right, hashtag.
Throwing.
Hashtag. Let's start it. Lock Owen up. Hashtag. Lock Owen up.
Lock him up. Lock him up. Oh my God. Unbelievable. There's a few other things. All right. So there's a narrative coming up, you guys, that we got to watch. D-Pin. But this is the most popular crypto narratives organized by CoinGecko. Oh my God.
Shut up.
We got AI.
Well, you were being distracted by Frio and the real entertainment.
Lock Owen up. Everybody that's in the chat right now, hashtag Lock Owen up.
Lock him up.
Lock him up.
D-Pin. This is a new narrative I see coming up, you guys. Obviously, the Avalanche eco, the Ethereum eco. What, you like D-Pin stuff?
No, they're locking them up.
Oh, you're doing the fist?
Yeah.
We're doing the fist now? This is, oh my, please don't do the fist. Maybe do like a thumb, right? Or like
well, you
that.
start with the thumb
Or
and then
V.
move to the fist.
There you go. That's true. You do that in that order too.
Yeah.
D-Pin. We're going to have to watch this narrative. It's popping up all over my feed. See it coming. We'll see if I can sling through a couple. Oh yeah, Binance. Tree just went from a 5 to a 10 out of 10. Tree with hat. Look at that go. Binance posting this. What a meme to take over the internet. And then you have under that dog whiff coin.
Which has way more engagement.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, 1,200. Let's see here. No. The Binance one wins.
With 278,000 views. Scroll down again.
44.
Whatever.
I can support the
But
Moga.
they got close. They got close.
Moga
1,200.
Whatever.
Dog with hat. Are we going to come back? That's the $1 million question. You think so?
Binance.
I mean, it's not we. It's you. Or
I mean,
them.
I'm up.
You're up still. You're well up.
I'm well up.
Well up. We should probably look at it real quick.
That's
Just
so
real
cute
quick.
that they posted
I mean,
that.
I think it topped out at like $250 million market cap, and then I think it's around like the $120.
Yeah. What?
Hashtag make Owen work in a separate room.
Bro. Oh my God.
Or we could just jump into the Moga, make Owen great again.
Yeah, how's this chart look to you?
This doesn't look horrible. This
looks
does
horrible.
not look horrible.
What is
Honestly.
this?
Whiff.
This
Dog
is
with
whiff.
hat.
This is a meme coin.
It's not a meme coin. It's a way of life.
It's a way of life.
Just remember, y'all, when I told you guys about this on like the 8th?
Yeah, you did. You told them at a great time. Like, honestly, we were talking about it initially. That's why I'm all right bringing it back up, because we got people that are in profits. Got people that are questioning, maybe some people coming in watching the old streams. Always watch the new, fresh live streams, you guys. Got to stay up with it. That's the value in day-to-day focus on crypto. This does not spark terror in my heart.
No, I mean, it's a lot of consolidation for sure.
It is. And, we saw this. Actually, it was Jesus and Trump coin both acted like this on their first initial pumps and then absolutely melted.
Yeah, and I did a bunch of like
after.
macro trend lines. It looks like a big breakout, I think, in 2 more days.
I mean, I've seen crazier things happen, so I'm not discounting it.
I mean, the community's still there. The Telegram, you leave the Telegram for an hour and there's 4,000 or 5,000 messages in there.
Oh, yeah, it's a very active.
No, when you're looking at this stuff, it matters. But once people start spamming the same thing over and over again, that's when you start worrying, because it's like they're trying to keep the numbers up, but it's literally just like copy pasta.
Well,
there's some rhyme and reason to this degen space.
I think Ethereum finally found a way to fix its gas fee problem.
Now, can they implement it and make it work, or they're claiming it?
No, this is it. This is what they're doing. Pull it up, Owen.
Oh, this is going to be funny. Owen!
You like that?
Yeah!
That's happening.
Stop it.
That's
Yeah,
happening.
I'm bullish on that.
ETH with
that
hat.
seems like it'll work.
ETH with hat. Yeah.
Wait, what is
I had to. Now we have this. A lot of Solana airdrops. People are trying to farm airdrops on Solana. Let's see here. So we got an ultimate guide to injective ecosystem drops from Miles Dushner.
This was just, I think you guys have pulled him up.
Yeah.
So I follow him now because of the basement, and I saw this. So he was just saying, like, Solana airdrops and Solana meme coins have been popping off now. Injective. These are injective airdrops for 2024 that we could look into. And I also sent another one that's not just injective. It's like all chains.
Yeah, we're just for the sake of time, I just want to really dig into this one because I know people are hot after the Solana airdrops. Get a lot of questions about them. Injective has definitely recently pumped. We're pulling clips of TJ riffing about it long before the pump that I can't wait to share because damn, we're good here in the basement. TJ was heavy on this one. Really excited about it a long time ago. The ecosystem itself is only getting started. This is going to open up a raft of opportunities for early adopters, according to Mr. Dushner.
I disagree with this being an ecosystem.
Yeah, you think it's
This looks like a mycorrhizal association connecting way more than I would have ever expected. It really is interoperable with all of those blockchains.
See, Axelar, Seller.
No. Up and to the right. Your other right, where it says blockchains. I'm just saying that's like, this isn't me fudding. It's like, seriously?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I thought about Chainlink and all of its work across the board, but then it ended up being the reality of the situation. Yeah. It's Bobby.
Who that is?
It's
Bobby. My baby daddy. Come in here, show me my cheeks.
It's Bobby.
Come on, give it a little clap.
I love it when I see Bobby.
No butt cheeks.
You just made my spirit tingle.
Celestia is another one we got to watch out, though. This Celestia is continuing to be talked about across the board. Celestia is going to be a big mover. That's another one. You know what? I want to make good money. Let's go to Celestia and see where it's at, because we need to get some pullback here.
Hashtag Drew wants good money.
Huh?
Hashtag Drew wants to make good money.
Yeah,
we don't all live in our parents' basement still.
Oh my God.
Only me and you.
No, I visit your mom's basement. I don't live in it.
Oh my God.
I never called that body part a basement.
All right.
Well, sometimes you got to call a plumber because it's going to be a flooding. Anyway,
I'm backing the truck up on Celestia.
Sounds like she's got a leaky faucet.
I'm looking for $8 to $9 on Celestia, guys. That's all I can hope
that
for.
looks like it's rolling over. It's got a rounding top.
Right.
It's looking like it wants to pull back in that 8 to 7 something range.
And this is the all-time graph. Let's go. It's a pretty new blockchain, so we only have a few months of data. But yeah, this definitely looks like it's rolling over. That's why I'm trying to set those low targets on. They're not hyper low, but lower targets on Solana.
11.9 seems like, they're plus or minus,
right down to here
3%. I'm just saying, is a pretty good shelf.
Yeah. It could hold this level. You know what I mean? It definitely could. I am looking at the rest of the markets. Got to take a little bit of a breather. It's been really heavy. Just for retrospect, look at this. Solana's graph, when you look at the... What?
He zoomed in while I was yawning.
Oh, terrible.
Apparently somebody got drunk off 2 beers.
Look at this. Oh,
not me.
Man.
I haven't been drinking.
Oh. Look, he zoomed in at least.
I'm like you.
At least he zoomed in.
Oh, I was going for the nose.
Solana has been on an absolute tear, you guys. So expect a little bit of a haircut. And with that, I do plan to watch Tia and a bunch of others come back down to levels that we hadn't seen in a few months. Celestia, I'm fine buying $5 to $10 Celestia tokens. That's fine by me. It's something that's really going to capture a lot of notoriety and attention, I feel like. Just from the initial launch and how that went, the excitedness, all the integrations, the community strong, man, and it's named after my wife. She's not named Celestia.
Your wife?
My wife. So, I got to do what I got to do here. I got to get in on this thing. But yeah, that's what I'm watching as far as targets.
Are you done?
I guess I'm done. We'll go work out now.
How high will Hunt go? I have no clue, but I keep stacking it.
Ask Mike.
Okay. We'll ask Mike Hunt how high Hunt will go. Okay, I promise you we will. We're gonna go work out now, though. I think the trainer guy's here, and I ate a pizza before the show.
Name. That's good fuel for a.
Yeah, it's cheese stuffed crust too with garlic. Only the best. Shout out to everyone in the chat, though. Thanks for joining us today, Meanless, Owen Allen. Except for your ridiculous calls to free Owen.
No. Lock him up.
Yeah, lock him up. Hashtag.
We love you guys. Everybody hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button.
TJZ, DOD Slave, Mike Bennett, Meanless, all the OGs, Nicole Ministator, of course. We love you. See you tomorrow for a, is it Friday tomorrow?
Friday.
Oh my God. All
Friday.
Right. Well, we're going to send it, but we will see you soon. I might go live tonight if something crazy happens. But until then, take care.